Ladies and gentlemen, on Tuesday, members of parliament will impeach Rigathi Gachagua. I know William Ruto might actually save Rigathi Gachagua, but not in the National Assembly. He might decide to save him at the Senate. But Rigathi Gachagua also has some wild card. Rigathi Gachagua might actually decide to resign before the actual vote by the members of parliament. Doing that will ensure that in future, he can still contest for any political seat in the Republic of Kenya. Because if Rigathi Gachagua will be impeached successfully, then he will never hold any public office in the Republic of Kenya.
We have no structural deficits. Our walls are strong. What we have are cosmetic cracks. Our walls have no structural weaknesses. That's the Mount Kenya region.
And I listened to Rigathi Gachagua today, and I was actually shocked that Rigathi Gachagua decided to apologize to William Ruto. Because for me, that is a sign of weakness. Robert Greene, in his 48 laws of power, is advising in Law 28 that you must enter any action with boldness. We saw Rigathi Gachagua traversing the entire Mount Kenya. We saw Rigathi Gachagua winning the support of the country. We saw Kenyans demanding for the impeachment of both Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto. Why do you think Rigathi Gachagua decided to apologize?
Threaten our peace and our peaceful coexistence. Kenya is bigger than all of us. We have no other country other than this one. Finally, I want to say that in our work, this work we came 2 years ago, is charity work, and in our zeal to work, in our commitment to work, probably in one way or another we have wronged somebody. I want to say to my brother President William Ruto, if in our zeal to work I have wronged you, please find it in your heart to forgive me. I want to say, if my spouse, in our duties for the boy child and our program, has wronged you in any way, find it in your heart to forgive her. To our members of parliament, if in the course of duty, through our utterances and actions, we have in one way or another upset you, all wronged you, find it in your heart to forgive me. If our brothers who did not support the president and myself in the way my region and the Rift Valley supported him, and probably you find that in appreciating our people and the support they give the president and I, probably our utterances made you feel uncomfortable. We did not mean bad. We were simply appreciating the people who voted for us. And if you feel that we rubbed you the wrong way, please find it in your heart to forgive me.
In this video, I want to explain to you guys why desperate Rigathi Gachagua decided to apologize to William Ruto. But before you do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But again, before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there for the coffee they sent to me earlier today. It goes a long way in supporting this channel. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. A cup of coffee only goes for 200 bob, but you can do more. Ladies and gentlemen, let us dive in. Why do you think Rigathi Gachagua decided to apologize to William Ruto? Of course, you all understand that Rigathi Gachagua is actually following each and every step William Ruto took in his fight with Uhuru Kenyatta after the handshake with Raila Odinga. He's copying everything. In fact, for the record, even William Ruto himself apologized to Uhuru Kenyatta at some point in a similar fashion Rigathi Gachagua did today.
I also know that serving as deputy president, I may have fallen short of expectations of my boss, His Excellency the President, my good friend. I ask for your forgiveness. I know also in this journey, many people have hurt me. But on this prayer breakfast, everybody, I forgive everybody. I want us to go into this election free of the debt of hurt and free of the debt.
So the biggest question is, why would Rigathi Gachagua apologize? I remember so well that at some point, Anne Waiguru was very clear that you can only rent a Kikuyu.
You can rent a Kikuyu, but you cannot buy a Kikuyu.
Isho kabisa, wangapi wanasema William Ruto ni one-term president? Wacha tuone kwa mikono.
And indeed, Rigathi Gachagua had successfully managed to win back the support of the Kikuyu from William Ruto, who had rented them. But why would Rigathi Gachagua apologize? Because if you studied that clip, Rigathi Gachagua is subdued. Is looking like a rend cat or something. His body language is betraying him from that clip. Rigathi Gachagua is not the usual Rigathi Gachagua we know. So for me, Rigathi Gachagua apologized to William Ruto for these four reasons. Number one, in my view, after watching that clip, I think Rigathi Gachagua is desperate. He wants to save his political career. And the reality is not dawning on him. Based on numbers, he's going to be impeached. William Ruto has the numbers. He doesn't have the numbers. He might have the masses, but William Ruto has the numbers. But what is the political implication of the impeachment on the future political career of Rigathi Gachagua? Very simple. The day Rigathi Gachagua will be impeached, he's going to be an ordinary person. I was talking to someone and he told me that, Lee, you know, by last week, William Ruto was actually contemplating withdrawing this impeachment process because of how Kenyans reacted. And the MPs from the mountain actually insisted that he must remove Rigathi Gachagua, because if Rigathi Gachagua is not removed, their political career in the mountain is going to be at stake. So Rigathi Gachagua understands that he might be impeached. But again, was that really an apology? Yeah. I doubt if apology has so many ifs. If. I doubt. That's number one. Number two, Rigathi Gachagua is also seeking for sympathy from his supporters. That for the first time is now sorry. I listened to Rigathi Gachagua even trying to believe or trust our judiciary, because he really knows that this thing, the chance of it being passed in parliament are so high. Senate might also pass it. So his only hope, the courts, which he can pursue up to the Supreme Court. Rigathi Gachagua was on record just a few months ago during Azimio demos, waking at 5 just to go and stop Kenyans from exercising their democratic right. The right he's talking about today.
Finally, I want to say that Kenya is a country of the rule of law. I have faith in our courts of law. We have competent men and women in our judiciary who I believe will uphold the Constitution, protect it with their zeal, and always uphold and protect the will of the Kenyan people. Article 1 of the Constitution says the sovereignty of this country rests with the people. And the institutions like Parliament and Senate exercise that power as a matter of delegation, so that we have a good country of rule of law as opposed to the state of nature.
So I think Rigathi is trying to seek for sympathy. Number 3, in my view, I think Rigathi Gachagua also wants to gauge the reaction of William Ruto and his supporters. Let me go to church and pray. Then use church podium to seek for apology, to ask for apology. Remember, Ruto and Gachagua are known Christians. And that's why this guy here was very clear. So I don't know, but something tells me that maybe the church has been trying to reconcile these two gentlemen. And Rigathi Gachagua was told, you go and apologize. Remember, Dorcas Gachagua is a pastor. The church worked very closely with William Ruto. And one of the reasons William Ruto picked Rigathi Gachagua, he once said, was because of that Christian foundation. And lastly, my fourth point is that this could also be a tactic. If you read Robert Greene, it always talks about the surrender tactics. I think that should be law number 22, where you use surrender. You surrender, then you wait, you organize, you reorganize, you re-strategize, and then you can hit later. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what your opinion is, but for me, I think the move by Rigathi Gachagua to apologize late in the day is not right. If he were to apologize, he would have apologized before the public participation. But of course, he could not also do that because he wanted William Ruto to feel how the mountain is. Remember, William Ruto is a vengeful man. And as usual, in politics, you must crush your enemy completely. If William Ruto were to spare Rigathi Gachagua, then Rigathi Gachagua is going to crush him. Because remember, Uhuru Kenyatta committed a mistake of sparing William Ruto. At the end of the day, Ruto crushed him. So Ruto must also crush Rigathi Gachagua. Because if you want to crush Rigathi Gachagua, he's going to have a big problem. I don't know what to think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.